1997 was England's finest year. ABA light flyweight champion Ian Napper, the star of the show.
Napper has got this. It's a terrific performance, that.
Captain Chris Bessie was the team's stalwart. Awarded an MBE for his services to the amateurs, Bessie led England to a 5-2 victory. 98 saw America bring an outstanding team as competition became fast and furious for qualification to Sydney. Martin Kerwick and Joe Pastorello proved too strong for the English boys. And Jeff Lacey, the brilliant middleweight, made it a comfortable victory. Last year was the closest. Excellent bouts, great competitive action, and really exciting, as it swung one way, then the next. At 3-3, it went down to the wire, with David Haye losing out to Olympian Olander Anderson.
Anderson gets it, the USA win the match by 4 bouts to 3.
So can England enact revenge in the Millennium match? It's dead level since the war. The ABA is representing the home country's 10, the USA 10, with 3 drawn. The great Randolph Turpin and Billy Walker amongst those who launched their careers on these nights. 1961, the year the ABA whitewashed the USA 10-0. Maximum 7-0 here. It's possible. The boxers arrived a little earlier by coach, having made their way through the London traffic for their memorable night. Good spirits between the camps. And a last-minute medical check. Very, very confident. The home dressing room especially.
We're going to do it. England, smash the Yanks. Love it.
But the Americans have come to win and are usually formidable opponents. It's a pretty even affair. The English hopeful, the Americans very much.
Well, our guys just came out of a big tournament up in USA, and we came here ready, and we're ready to perform and do the best we can, and may the best guy win.
We're here tonight to win, and everybody who steps through them ropes in an England vest then will be giving it absolutely 100%, and we hope at the end of the day then we'll just pip them.
We came here to win. I mean, we're definitely going home with 7 winners.
7 winners. There's confidence for you, Audley. Can they, or England, have a chance tonight? They've got some experience in Stephen Bell and Stephen Burke.
Yeah, I think the American team is a very new team. I think all the people from Sydney and all the people who went in their Olympic trials have all gone professional or are about to turn professional. So this is going to be a very fresh team from the Americans. And I think if you look at the English team, we've got some experienced people in David Haye, Stephen Bell, Stephen Burke and Birchie. So our boys have been there before, and really I expect our boys to start the favourite in most of the contests.
A few nervous faces there as the English team enter the Hilton Ballroom for their big night. A mixture of youth and experience. They've all watched Audley's triumph in Sydney and are desperate to stake their claim on the international stage and, as a team, beat the old enemy. Let's get back to the boxing, and part-time model Stephen Bell is up next. He meets Angel Pabon from the United States.
Gentlemen, please, this is bout number 4, also number 4 on your programme. Between, in the blue corner, representing the United States of America, Angel Pabon. And in the red corner, representing England, Stephen Bell. Blue, Pabon, red, Bell.
Second bout, first round.
Part-time actor Stephen Bell in the red for England likes this fixture. He's won twice in his 2 outings against the Americans, looking to make it a hat-trick here against Angel Pabon, who was born in Puerto Rico but is now based in Massachusetts. He's not top 10 ranked in the United States, so this could be a decent chance for England here, because Bell, very experienced. It's his 16th international tonight and his 110th amateur bout. Former ABA champion as well.
Well, he should go into this contest very confident, Stephen Bell. He's tall, rangy, gets his shots off nice and got good international qualities.
He's quite clever as well. Just looking to use his reach and speed. Doesn't think he wants to turn professional, he was telling me earlier on, because he doesn't think his style would transfer to the pros, but he says if a promoter wants to come up and offer him £50,000, he might change his mind.
Well, his style does suit the amateur game. Tall, rangy, long, good technical boxer.
And 5-0 up already, Glenn. Pabon is only 20.
Sorry, and he doesn't look as if he has the speed to match Bell. Pabon just out of range a bit.
Bell may well think here he can win this without getting into too much of a close quarters argument, if he can just dominate it using his reach from the outside. Good right hand from him, and Pabon at the moment looking a bit bemused. It's a big lead already for Bell. 8 points to 0. Make that 9. What a great opening round that is for Stephen Bell. He's already got things pretty much in his pocket after 2 minutes.
Yes, that was a good round for him. He didn't really exert himself that much, kept it nice and cool, nice and relaxed, let the long punches go out very fluently, and I think they'll be pretty pleased with that round.
Nichols Police Amateur Boxing Club, that's the new name for the famous Luberlight club up in the Manchester area. New sponsors now.
And there's the punches, good technical shots there, the uppercut, and then the long right hand. He turns his jab, and it makes it all look quite easy. And Pabon just can't get close enough to get his shots on.
Bell, who played the part of a bare knuckle fighter in a film called Like It Is.
Second out. Second round.
He and his partner Samantha have a 1-year-old son, William, back at home. Red vest of Stephen Bell in a commanding lead already here. What can Pabon do about this?
Well, Bell just needs to retain that composure, keep his height and keep the long punches going out, make it difficult for Pabon.
Pabon has to get closer and try to somehow unsettle the rhythm of Bell, and she's doing a little more in this round. That's a classy little right counter, mind you, by Bell.
But Bell very good defensively, keeping the hands up nice and tight, not letting Pabon get through with that much.
10-0. You remember at the Olympics, if the margin got to 15 points, they automatically stopped the bout because it was too one-sided. That rule, as I understand it, is not in effect here. As I understand it, anyway.
Well, he's not far from getting there. He's 11-0 at this point.
Of course, they forgot that rule in Audley Harrison's Olympic final. It should have been stopped because Audley had opened up over a 15-point advantage. This is good from Bell. Looking very, very experienced.
Well, if he keeps putting the punches in like that, he might manage to stop Pabon. Anyhow, looks classy when he lets those shots go, and Pabon just doesn't have an answer, really.
Well, he's saying his style wouldn't transfer to the pros. He may be right about that, but I tell you what, I've seen worse people in the paid ranks, haven't you?
Most definitely. He's got a very good style, very economical, puts his shots together well.
Doing what he wants really here. Pabon, no head movement from him, which is not helping his cause. so he can't slip any of these shots. Just looks out of his depth. 15 to nothing. Bit embarrassing for the American. In the Olympics, this would have been stopped now.
Well, he looks unhappy, doesn't he, Pabon?
Wouldn't you be?
Yeah, he's not enjoying it. I would be, yeah. He's not enjoying it, not getting his shots off. They're all going through, and it's frustrating, and it's hard work in there for Pabon.
Stephen Bell, who's been boxing since he was 13 years old, so that's 12 years experience he brings into play.
There's some classy punches from Bell. Look at that, long shots, and Pabon just doesn't know where the punches are coming from.
Pabon was beaten by Richie Boyle in a club match. Boyle beaten earlier on tonight by the excellent Carney Bowman III at bantamweight, so he might just be struggling a little bit as well at the weight here, because Bell is a natural featherweight. This is a nice performance by Bell. He's doing everything he has to do. Interestingly, there were 4 chances for British boxers to qualify for the Olympic Games. He's a bit miffed because he was only sent to one of those events, given 1 chance to qualify, and he thinks he deserved more. He may have a point.
Yes, he may have. Certainly on this sort of form, looks very good, and Pabon just can't do anything with him. The Pabon corner were urging their man to get in close, but it's a lot easier said than done.
His Olympic ambitions ended in Venice. Lost 4-2 to a Finn, Joni Turunen. Well, this is really one-sided. Just wondering if the referee may have a think here about stopping this, because Pabon just can't do anything with Bell.
Well, he's totally outclassed Pabon, and getting a boxing lesson in there. There doesn't look a real way for him to get through. He's just going to take more punishment. I think the referee has got to start looking to pull the American out.
And these are quite heavy shots now, and he's going to get a standing count. It won't be stopped, just a standing count. 24-0. That does suggest that the contest should be halted, really, to save Pabon from taking any more. Bell's not a noted puncher or anything like that, but nevertheless he's scored with a stream of shots. See, Pabon doesn't even know what corner he's going to now.
Well, I think he's a bit embarrassed by that. He's a bit fed up. I think he was going over there to congratulate Stephen Bell. And the bad news was there's another round of that coming.
I was going to say it was wishful thinking.
And there's the punches going in to force the standing 8 count. And he's sick, Pabon, but there was no alternative. He was getting hit far too much.
He was in the National Golden Gloves in America this year, but no impression there. And he just looks short of this kind of level, frankly. Tough for him. You feel for him a bit, don't you, coming into
Yes, you do. The coaches have got plenty of bravado there, and they're saying there's no tomorrow and all the rest of it, but he's a long way behind, just not in the class of Stephen Bell.
Now it is the last round. Pabon might be quite pleased about that. Long-armed punches again from Stephen Bell, who's finding angles well. He's pretty nifty on his feet as well, going backwards. He sort of sways and uses his feet to get out of the range of punches.
Nearly went over on his ankle a little bit there, just getting in and out of range. I think that just upset Bell for a second.
That's about the biggest problem he's had so
That
far.
was the only problem, really. Another good right hand going in from Bell.
I think this is as one-sided a contest as we've seen in this fixture in recent seasons.
Pabon is getting off the mark. He's finally scored a couple of points.
Left hook as well. 2 points on the board for Pabon. Now 3. I think we'd won again there, but Bell with a cluster. That's a cracking right hand. That surely has to score. It does.
Well, that's so sharp, so long and accurate. Stinging punch from Bell.
Stephen Bell, a likeable, engaging personality as well. Out of the ring, comes from the Ashton area of Manchester. Says he wants to go back to his acting when he's finished with boxing. Serious about that as well. I'll tell you what, he's playing the role of a stylist rather well here, isn't he?
He certainly is. Got this completely in control, and that was a very good performance from Stephen Bell.
Massive win for Stephen Bell from Manchester, and that's a hat-trick of wins over the Americans for him in this fixture.
Yes, he's done very well against America. Has a very good style.
9-0, 7-0, 8-0, and then 6-4 the final round when Bell just kind of rested on his laurels a bit. 30 points to 4, and that makes it 2-2 in the rubber on the night. Nicely poised. Well, his mother told him there'd be nights like these.
Yep, there always is nights like that. And he's having one on a big occasion, Pabon. He'll feel pretty sick when he hears the scores read out. He was a big loser.
Just waiting for the two boxers to get the gloves off before we have this announced officially. And it is a very, very wide margin indeed for Stephen Bell, the English ABA featherweight champion of 1997 and runner-up this year.
Gentlemen, please, the winner on points, 30 points to 4, representing England in the red corner, Bell.
Nice gesture that, wasn't it, from Pabon afterwards. Took it all well, knew that he was up against a better man, lifted Bell aloft at the end. It's good to see that kind of spirit, and Stephen Bell, I know, will have appreciated that. He's going to have a chat, I think, to Ed Robinson in just a moment. Feeling pretty pleased with himself. Here he is with Ed now.
Well, Stephen, you made that look easy in there.
Well, you know, I felt as though I had to perform tonight. I've got a tournament coming off on Wednesday going to Denmark, so really this is just for preparation for Denmark. As I say, the Americans are always good. You know, you can't, you got to give it to them. You know, they come out there for the 4 rounds. So, yeah, this was just a warm up for the tournament that I've got coming off in Denmark.
You must enjoy this international. You've won here twice before.
Every time, I love it. You know, that's the 3rd time I've beat the Americans now. You know, I just love getting this vest on. It adds something to it.
And your experience really showed tonight. This was your 110th bout.
Yeah, I think it was. Every time, you know, you get a little flustered and a little butterflies, but it made it a special night here tonight. You know, for raising money for Chabad. So yeah, I knew I had to perform.
And you've levelled the scores. England 2, America 2. That must give you a real buzz.
Yeah, you know, it gives the lads incentive. I mean, they're all up for it. You know, in the dressing room. It's a tough one. We've got some toughies coming up, but we'll see how it goes. I'm excited about the next few fights coming up.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Punch-perfect performance from the Stockport stylists. He'll be off to Denmark and then to the World Championships in Belfast next year. I'd like to have seen him at the Olympics. He's that good.
Yeah, I mean, for me, Stephen Bell is probably one of the best technicians on the domestic scene. And it's a shame that he didn't go to the Olympics, but sometimes Stephen Bell doesn't perform in terms of the mental capabilities. He's a top performer, and I think if he can get the mental side of it right and perform like that in every performance, this guy could go to the Commonwealth Games in Manchester and win a gold medal.
One thing, Audley, should it have been halted, the contest? He was so far in front, Bell.
Well, in Sydney, another rule they implemented, which was the outclass rule, where if you're 15 points ahead, then the opponent can't come back, so they stop the contest.